What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. Last time, we did a lot of prep work in going to, well, take on the next area here in the Abyss of Time. We did a bit of shopping, we did a bit of Persona fusions, and we did a bit of reconnaissance to see what all was through here. In this episode, we are actually going to go through the total Maya block. We only really explored the first floor here the first time around. But this time, we are going to be doing a lot more. And I figured as much. We have Death Twins.
I'll scan the target.
Let's see. I could hit him with a kill rush. Let's hit him with a kill rush. I haven't used this with Succubus yet. Oh, wow.
Found the enemy's weakness.
Okay, I have never seen Succubus use a physical attack before. Not gonna lie, that looked pretty cool. Let's do it again.
Need your help.
Essentially just beating up the enemy with her wings. That actually looks really cool. Oh.
All right, sister.
Okay, they're weak to slash. Good to know. I wish I could have gotten an analysis off.
I must protect my.
But oh well. Ooh, Lachesis. You know, I have plenty of room for personas now. I can definitely afford to take on a few, especially some more higher leveled ones. So as we are going through the Total Maya block, there is something that I want to talk about. Yup, today is another history lesson, and could very well be the last history lesson that I do for Persona 3. Okay, Death Twins. Just weak to strike, but drain electricity and repel light.
Last one.
That's a little problematic. Except that they're no threat at all.
I'm not who I used to be.
Alright, and I don't need Vasuki. I do need that money, though. Still would like to go back and buy Aegis a new gun. Could certainly... In fact, that might have given me enough money in order to actually purchase said gun. Oh well, whatever. Not gonna just go back immediately to get it. I would rather get through what we need to get through today before trying to tackle that. Damn it. Oh? Hey, Succubus leveled up! And she learns Null Light. Okay, what would I want to get rid of? I guess Ailment Boost. Well... The thing is that I'm not sure if the Abyss of Time bosses are new... Like, if they nullify status ailments, but, whatever. I'd rather pass down Null Light than... Well, actually, because then that also increases chance of us being inflicted with status ailments. And that is something I absolutely don't want to have happen. Now, I did say that I want to go over a history lesson, and I do. But not before we get into a fight and get Lenon's seed back. As well as a ton of experience. Now, the last history lesson, I went over the different areas here in the Abyss of Time, and how they related to Dante's Divine Comedy. Well, this isn't the only time Persona 3 does something like this. If you thought that the floors in Tartarus might have been a deeper meaning for something else, if the floors on Tartarus meant something, then you would be absolutely right. Rare chest. lightning armlet. Okay. Prevents you from being shocked. Great. The heart item from Takemi Nakata, and I think Takemi Kazuchi as well. Fantastic. Alright, let's get down the stairs. Alright, which means it looks like our resting spot is at floor 7. Good to know. So similarly to here in the Abyss of Time, the floors in Tartarus are representative of something else. Hey, and I just leveled up.
Yes! My skill level has increased.
You'll recall that the floors of Tartarus did have some pretty strange names, but there is something that is more reminiscent of mythology. And that is actually that of the 7 Earths. There are some texts in Jewish history that mention something called the 7 Earths. These are different worlds that God created that had different forms of creation thrown about them. Essentially, different attempts to create the world itself. These worlds were inhabited by many different beings and are for the most part unconnected. They are separated by the raging waters and of darkness that you could read based in the beginning of the book of Genesis. Oh, I might actually be able to analyze these things now.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the
I'm
target.
pretty sure they were weak to slash.
Nice shot. The enemy is off balance now.
Let's see. Does Thor know any slash moves? Vicious Strike. Do I not have any more personas that have slash attacks? I might not. Yeah, I don't. Okay, well, I'll stick to Titania and see what I can do about Pierce.
Scan the target.
And Pierce is all right.
It's
Weak to
against
fire.
Use
Wait,
these skills.
fire? Oh, Menace must have gotten a crit before or something.
I'll show you my true power.
Oh, well, whatever. At the very least, we actually have the analysis off on these guys. And Junpei, if you'd be so kind. That's not what I meant at all.
Let's keep going.
But oh well, that works. So the vast ocean that is mentioned within Genesis is what separates these worlds. And for the most part, they remain completely unconnected. Though there are some texts that state that Adam, once he was thrown out of the Garden of Eden, he wandered some of these worlds, and some of his descendants even resided in some of these worlds, such as Cain being thrown to the first of these worlds. Alicorn. I think that's a one-handed sword? Question mark? Roundite, no. What's alicorn? What is alicorn? Prevents you from being poisoned. Ah. I could see a use for that. So what are these 7 Earths? Well, the 7 Earths are named as followed in order from their creation.
My skills have increased.
They are Ares, Adama, Arca, Haraba, Yabasha, Tiza, and Thebel. Now you might be seeing the connections. The different blocks of Tartarus are indeed named after these areas. The first block of Tartarus, Thebel, is named after the 7th Earth, what is considered to be the current Earth, the Earth that we reside on. The second block of Tartarus, Adama, is also the second world. The third block, Yabasha, was the 5th world. Then there was Tiza, which is the 4th block of Tartarus, that was the 6th world. Haraba, being the 5th block of Tartarus, was the 4th world, and Adama, which was the 6th block of Tartarus, being the 2nd world. Oh, I think I said Arqua was the 2nd world. I meant Arqua was the 3rd world, but still the 2nd block of Tartarus. All of these worlds, with the exception of Ares, are represented in Tartarus blocks. Each block of Tartarus is a different Earth. And you could even see that in the walls of Tartarus, with each block having a different, constantly having different aesthetics. But there's one area of Tartarus that isn't represented in this model. The basement of Tartarus, the Monad block, accessible once we defeated the Reaper. That is not mentioned in the 7 Earths. In fact, it has nothing to do with the 7 Earths. So what is Monad then? Monad is actually more of a philosophical concept. The concept of monad in philosophy is simple to explain, but can be very hard to really pin down. Monad is considered to be the first being in philosophy. It's essentially an origin point, the first being in the universe, that which all other life in the universe stems from. The beginning, the alpha, the instrument that created the whole universe. Put in another way, monad is the concept of God. So yeah, even though it's not directly related to the 7 Earths, monad still has some pretty significant meaning behind it. So that is the meaning of the floors of Tartarus. I gotta say, trying to find information based on that is actually a lot harder than what you would expect. I mean, it's not a very well-known story. And in fact, it's not... It does deal more with the more, I guess, fantastical side of Judeo-Christian mythology. Since it's not, I mean, it has very loosely anything to do with what is actually written in the Bible. And at least I got a new persona. But yeah, trying to find any information is a lot trickier than what you would expect. Gotcha! Please don't run away. Please don't run away. Opulent hand.
Destroy it. Give me a sec.
Your time has come. Prepare to die. Okay, it's still there. And Metis can kick the crap out of it.
I must protect my...
Thanks, Metis. So like I said, it's not a very well-known story. And, I mean, some would even doubt its, I guess, how it would relate to what is actually written in the Bible or the Torah. Also, in terms of doing research, just typing in the names of the blocks of Tartarus and trying to find out where it connects to, more than likely, you're just going to get stuff on Persona 3. Not even joking. So yeah, it was very difficult trying to find any information based on this, but it is out there, assuming you know where to look. And just like I figured, we've made it to the 7th floor, although, I'm gonna be honest, I purposefully avoided quite a few fights. So, I'm not 100% sure I'm ready to take on the boss yet. I do know one thing I'm going to do, though. And that'd be buying a brand new shiny gun for Aegis. Okay, so let's see. That's way towards the bottom. The railgun. Okay, so yeah, this will definitely increase our attack power. We can't get anything from swords, and more likely not going to get anything from chests. Let's just go ahead and get us a new gun. I could also probably sell that opulent coin, but whatever. I'll save it for when I sell a bunch of other things. So let's see, what effect does this have? +2 to magic! Awesome! I am perfectly okay with that. So yeah, not really too much. We have reached where the next boss is, rather quickly, I might add. And though it would be entirely possible to do the boss this time around, I'm just not 100% sure if we're ready. Typically, I do go and out of my way and fight most things, but I mean, level 54 is not too much higher than where I was at previously. And I would also like to try to get a bit more experience for Titania and Thor. Maybe even trying to get a few bits of experience for, like, well, maybe not Kingu, but maybe Lachesis. Oh well, whatever. I do think it's just a little bit too early to call it a day, so... even going down and just doing a montage of things that are new, I don't even think that would be worth it, so... You know, today's going to be a short episode today. We at least managed to reach our objective, and that's a plus. We know where we need to be in order to take on the next boss. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 3 FES, I will do a little bit of training off screen. As per usual, I will just go and show off everything important that happens. Maybe or maybe without commentary. Depends. Probably, but may not. Since this is kind of the end of my session right now. At any rate, I'm going to go do a bit of training there, and we'll start things off at the 7th floor of the Ptolemaea block. We'll just start off immediately ready to take on the boss, but I will be going down and doing a bit of training beforehand, and of course going down a second time, so that way I'll be there at the save point, ready to take on the boss. So we'll be more than ready come the beginning of next time. But hey, you learned about a very little known aspect of Judeo-Christian mythology. The more you know. So until next time, everyone, take care.